Welcome back with a new video. Today we're going to be doing a Spirits Are For With You tier list. I've been wanting to do one for a while just because literally the only banners we are currently looking forward to are Spirits Are For With You. Yes, there are some seasonal banners, but realistically all the hype are basically onto the Spirits Are For With You banners, and I've been wanting to make a tier list on it. So let's get right into it. So PvP right off the bat is going to be just Yamamoto and Kenny. Realistically, I only believe that they are both PvP units. Yamamoto doesn't have guard break, but he has burn and weakening on everything. Perfect kit. He does have a 20% bruiser, which is okay, but he does not have any guard break. If I had to rank him realistically in this list, I'll put him in, I literally have to make a D tier just for him alone. Next, talk about Kenpachi. Kenpachi does have guard break, which is very, very nice in itself. He does have Flurry plus 2, which is really, really nice. He's the first unit to actually get Flurry plus 2 that is not an arena unit, specifically just for arena, right? He's literally the only unit that I think at the moment, I'm pretty sure, that has Flurry plus 2 in PvE, every type of content, right? So, but at the end of the day, if I had to rank him realistically on this list, it's going to be next to Udi. I don't think he's anything other than that. Sadly, just because if you look at it, back then, when he did release 2 weeks later, a better mine unit that was NAD was released, which was Spirits About Byakuya. But obviously, since we are not talking about the Byakuya, we are just talking about Spirits With You. I have to just give this Kenny a PvP unit. I realistically just see him as a PvP unit. Yes, you can use him in PvE, but realistically, that's pretty much going to be it. You could use him in GQ as well if you want to. But overall, though, if I do have to rank him in this list, it is just going to be C tier. I don't see him on the same level as Don Kanoji, or let alone A and S tier. So, at the end of the day, I do believe Yamamoto is in D tier, and I do think Kenny is going to be in the C tier. Now, let's get into the actual units that are not PvP based, right? So next, let's talk about Udi. It's going to be a very, very short video, right? So that's going to be Udi. Udi over here, yeah, he ain't that great. He's really not that great. He is a hollow killer. Not that bad, but really what holds him back, honestly, is what his kit is. His kit is going to be 3-way explosion SA1, which is not the greatest at all. It's really not that great, and pairing that with a crawling vortex SA2, that's just really, really bad for him. He does have 20% berserker, he does have disabler and a speed link slot potions, but I'm not really gonna look at that. But just looking at the disabler and one killer, I have to put him here. He's just not the greatest. His kit's holding him back. Yes, he has disabler, which is nice, but he doesn't have guard break. And with his strong attacks, he really, really, really needs guard break. If he had guard break, maybe I'll put him a little bit higher with Don Kanoji. But as he currently sits, which is forever he's going to sit, at C tier. Sadly, that's just how things are. It sucks that Udi did get this type of treatment, especially for round 1. I didn't like it. I was expecting more for it, but it is what it is. But I do believe Udi is going to be in the C tier. Next, let's talk about Don Kanoji. Now, Don Kanoji, he did get a lot of hate. I hated him on too. But if you look at him realistically, he's not that bad. He has double killer. He has a hollow wrong guard killer. Now, his strong attacks are not the greatest either, but let's talk about why I do think he is better than Udi. So, SA1 is going to be 18% mag, not that great. SA2 is going to be a shockwave attack, you're literally not that great, but it's good versus bosses that don't move. And then SA3 is going to be a full screen. So now, let's get into the good stuff. He has double killer, which is going to be hollow wrong guard, which is phenomenal. He has lacerate on everything, and then he has burn on his special. On top of that, he does have a debuff skill, which weakens the defense by 80%, which realistically, that's really, really nice. So, he has 20% berserker, very, very good. He does have guard break, which helps with his strong attacks, because strong attacks are not that great. Pairing that with increased stats element chance against heart, attribute hollows, and wrong guards, so he has double killers. No, double disabler versus his double killers, which is phenomenal. And then his innate skills are going to be recover 20% stamina for the team/party. So overall, he's literally looking much better than Udi, having a team party, 20% heal. He has the weakened debuff on his special. He has disabler versus double killers. He has guard break, which helps with his bad strong attacks. And then at the end of the day, double killers. You really can't go wrong with double killers. Overall, I do believe Don Kanoji is B tier. Definitely better than Udi. All those things I just stated literally made him much better than Udi. I don't believe he is better, though, in terms of going up higher. I do think he has to sit at B tier. But same thing as I said, Udi, I have to be disappointed that this was our round 1, and they did not get better treatment. I think if Don Kanoji got better strong attacks, he'll definitely be higher up on this list. But honestly, it is what it is, in my opinion. So, next tier, let's go look at A tier. A tier. Oh boy, oh boy. So I had a little bit of problem here trying to debate, right? If you don't know, I'm sorry if I didn't mention in the beginning. They're not in order. They are not in order. I just believe that they are in the exact tier, what they have to be, in my opinion. So let's talk about SAFWY. SAFWY is a normal NAD unit with paralyzed and poison and everything. SA2 is a boost barrier. She does have multi-barrier, which is very, very nice. So let's get right into it. She has a no affiliation killer, which is okay, really not that bad. So she has 40% bruiser, plus her link, which is 20%, plus the power attribute captain normal attack damage 20%, which basically goes up to 80%. On top of that, she does have poise, flurry +1, strong attack recharge 12%, and then the build 5 seconds, and enhancer 10 seconds. So she, in my opinion, is like another Jishiro, but she is a melee unit and she doesn't have drain. If she had range, if she was a range unit and drain, she'd literally be an S tier. But what's holding her back, in my opinion, is just that she is a melee unit, and that's really about it. And she doesn't have drain. If she had drain, maybe we could work around it. But since she is a melee unit without drain, I just think she's A tier. She's very, very good when it comes to GQ. She's very good when it comes to just auto and everything in general, especially epic raids, awaken epic raids, GQ, point events. Literally, she's good everywhere besides co-op, because it ain't gonna work out there. You can try if you want a manual, but when it comes to autoing, she's just okay. But I do think she's very, very good. Really love her. Have no complaints about her. But I'm just saying, if she was a range unit, maybe she had drain, she'll definitely be on the same level as Jishiro, because obviously, we'll talk about Jishiro in a bit, but if you know, you know. So overall, though, that's pretty much SAFWY in a nutshell. She's just a normal NAD unit, but she's very, very good. I think she's very, very good. She's much better than Kenny and Yamamoto, clearly, without a doubt. So next unit, let's talk about Shinji now. Shinji, we have a copy of him in S tier already, which is going to be Yodorichi. Let's talk about him. So, Shinji is a Rankar killer. He is a mine unit, which is not that bad, especially when it comes to mine attributes, because honestly, mine attributes literally just has a lot of Soul Reaper killers. So, seeing a Rankar, very, very nice addition. So, element reversal, 40% berserker, damage inflicted at full stand 20%. Mine attribute captain, strong attack damage at 20%, and then he is immune to stats I meant that as well. Fire duration and freeze duration, which is phenomenal. So, what makes him really, really great is 40% berserker, plus the mine attribute captain strong attack damage, which makes it 60% berserker. On top of that, he has a extra 20% full stamp, and then on top of that, he's basically going to be a full stamp 100% because he is immune to fire and freeze that is on the floor, and then on top of that, he has element reversal, so if you do get poisoned, you can send it right back. So it's really crazy. He's absolutely crazy, but I don't see him on the same level as S tier, just because obviously if you look at S tier, I just don't see him on there. If you have guard break, I'll definitely put him up there, but at the end of the day, I think he's okay. I think he's really good. I have no complaints about him. His kit is going to be a 570 lunge. He does have a 750 by 750, just like Shuhei. It's not that bad, and then SA3 is going to be a full screen. He's literally good. I like him. No complaints about him, but I just don't see him as the same level as the units in the S tier. So, next unit, let's talk about Shunsui. I love this boy. I actually love him. A lot of people shit on this Shunsui, so for cussing, I really don't cuss that much, unless I'm in a VC. But I think this Shunsui is actually really good, but the same thing as Shinji and SAFWY, I just don't see him on the same level as the units in S tier. I just don't. I really, really don't. So, let's get right into it. Shunsui, 40% berserker, great. 40% recharge, great. Soul Reaper killer, not ideal, but it's great. Just because we do have a lot of Soul Reaper killers. He has weakening on everything. Charge SA3 just like 5th anniversary Ichigo, so he's getting hit like a truck. Now, he has guard break, havoc 20%, heart links, lock potion skills +5, which is nice to build 5 seconds. Devastation 40%. Very, very good. Simple. He's literally simple. Soul Tree, he has a chance to inflict weakening every 5 seconds at 12%, which is nice. So it's Innovator, if I'm not mistaken. And he is immune to weakening, which is a GQ weak for him. Kit-wise, he has the best beam in the game, which is going to be a 1020 by 3000. And then SA2 is going to be a homing vortex, but it's not the homing vortex that we actually love, right? It's not going to be the 960 into a homing vortex. It is literally just going to be the homing vortex. A lot of people don't like this strong attack. I didn't mind it. It's okay. But it is slow on initiation, in my opinion. If I remember correctly, I haven't used them in a while. But the SA2 is very, very slower, right? Because it's just a homing vortex. That's all it is. It's nice. I like it. It's very, very good when it comes to IT. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? And then SA3 is a charge attack, which is literally the 5th anniversary Ichigo strong attack. So if you know his strong attacks, literally you charge it up, and you're basically doing double damage. You're pretty much hitting like a soul bomb on your SA3. I think he's great. I literally have no complaints about him. I actually love this Shunsui a lot. He gets a lot of hate, which I don't know why. It probably has to be SA2, but honestly, I don't think it's that bad. I think he's great. But, like I said earlier, I just don't see these units on the same level as units inside the S tier. Next, let's get into the S tier. S tier, Jishira. Not much to say about this unit, that he is a ranged NAD unit with multi-barrier, drain on everything. He is absolutely crazy. He is a holo killer. Now, let's get right into it. So, 40% bruiser. His soul trade is going to be 20% normal attack damage, so you add that together, that's 60%. And then on top of that, he has speed attribute captain normal attack damage, 20%. So if you add that together, that is 80% bruiser with a boost barrier, multi-barrier, so he has 5 on himself, 3 for the team. He's absolutely crazy. He has poise as well on top of that, so he's never going to get stagnant. Sorry. And that's very, very good for a ranged NAD unit, because if he gets hit, if you play with Toki, Masaki, if you get hit when you're ranged, it's phenomenal. It's really, really good because nothing's going to stop you at all. Now, his soul tree, he is also immune to freeze, which is phenomenal. What makes his unit really, really good is that he can literally auto everything in the game. He can auto IT, Ultra IT, Awaken Epic Raids. He can literally auto everything inside the game because he has Drain and he is range unit. That range and Drain together is a very, very deadly combo when it comes to a ranged NAD unit because they don't have to get a range to get hit. And then on top of that, he has the multi-barrier, which is absolutely crazy. I just love it. I just love it a lot. So, next, let's talk about Kisuke. That's pretty much just this show. Sorry, just talking about it. But he's really simple. He's really simple, but he's really broken at the same exact time. So, next, let's talk about Kisuke. Kisuke, it is going to be... Oh, sorry, we are in the S tier, of course. Sorry if I didn't mention it again. But obviously, if you look at the video, you'll see it. So, Kisuke. This man, Kisuke, he has paralyzed and lacerate on everything. He has a sword killer, which is not ideal just because of power. We have a lot of stuff in power, right? So it's very, very hard for them to make a certain good attribute. Not attribute for a killer. For power, I don't blame them though. It is what it is. So Berserker 40%, Guard Break, Havoc 20%, Recover 20% stamina going to each room, which is very, very nice. Just for him though, Devastation 40%, and he has Status Element Spiritual Pressure Boost 80%. He was the first unit to ever get this skill. And this skill is absolutely crazy. It really is. We did not think it was going to be this broken. It seemed more broken on paper, but man, once we got into game, it was even more broken than what we expected. Because honestly, it is so good. Like, it's so crazy, man. Every unit with this skill so far that we've gotten are absolutely crazy units. And yeah, they're just broken. They're really just broken. And then his innate skills are going to be all stats immunity, just like our book Ichigo. So that is crazy already. He can literally... I just love this. Kisuke, I do. Now let's get into his strong attacks. SA1, 18% max, not the greatest, but it is very, very good when it comes to Kisuke because specifically, you want strong attacks that hit a lot to proc your 80% special pressure boost. And guess what? The SA1, 18% mag, hits a lot on the SA1, right? It has a lot of hits, so therefore, you're more than likely probably going to be proccing on the SA1. SA2 is going to be the beautiful 960 into a 630. Yes, it is the exact same strong attack as Anniversary Aizen. 5th Anniversary Byakuya. It is literally a 960 into a Homing Vortex. Literally the best SA2 in the game. Phenomenal. Absolutely crazy with what he has. And then SA3 is just going to be a full screen. So not only does he have the 960 into a 630, right? When it comes to autoing, this man can do it, right? He has a 930, the 960 into a 630, which is crazy, right? Not only that, he has recovered 20% stamina going to each room, which helps him even auto even more, or even be more safe, right? Now next, on top of that, he's immune to every single stats element in the game. Nothing's gonna stop, nothing's gonna work. He's always gonna be at full health. So you can really, literally rock full stamina with him. He's always gonna have it on top of that. The 80% spiritual pressure boost is the icing on the cake. Sorry for stumbling. Most of my videos are in one take, so if you, right, it's kind of hard to do everything in one take. But yeah, if you notice, I do stumble a lot. So, the 80% spiritual pressure boost is literally the icing on the cake. Absolutely crazy. Really, really is. Just Kisuke, I think he's absolutely perfect. No complaints about it. He's literally a perfect unit. Like, sure, bad SA1, but that bad SA1 works in favor onto Kisuke, and then he does that paralyze and lacerate on everything. And he's rage. He's absolutely perfect. Nothing to really else talk about him. Next, let's talk about Spirits Are For With You, Retsu. Anniversary, kind of anniversary. She is anniversary unit, right? She was end of year banner, kind of it's technically anniversary, right? So, Retsu, man, oh man. Weakening Drain and everything. We've seen what Weakening Drain can do on Anniversary Aizen. Absolutely bonkers here. So she has Frenzy +2. Not only that, she is the first unit with Frenzy +2 that actually has Berserker. She has 20% Berserker on top of the Frenzy +2, which is absolutely crazy. She also did get Marauder. On top of Marauder, she also got Damage Inflicted at full stem 20%. And her soul trait is a star, 12%. She is crazy. Not only does she have Marauder, she does have weakened defense. And then she has the good usual Havoc and good stuff, right? I'm not saying every single skill, just because these units are here for a reason and they usually have the same exact skills, right? So, talking about her soul trait, what absolutely makes her really, really crazy. She has a full stamina only, reduced strong attack cooldown 6%. So, she has 18% cooldown reduction. She's the only unit in the game that has 18% strong attack recharge. That's absolutely crazy. Only at full stamina, though. Keep that in mind. Only at full stamina. But it works in her favor because she's always going to be a full stamina. She has Weakening and Drain on all her strong attacks besides her SA3. SA3 is a charged strong attack just like just like 5th Anniversary Ichigo and just like Shunsui. But not only is it a charged strong attack, it also heals. And on top of that, she has Medic, so she's healing the team for even more. She's literally crazy. Like, she's so good. I don't really use her much just because I just use Art Book Ichigo, or I use like a normal NAD unit, right? When it comes to just farming point events and stuff. When it comes to co-op, I just use Art Book Ichigo. But this Retsu is phenomenal. She's absolutely perfect. She's still the only unit in the game with 18% recharge. Don't know how they're gonna do it with this skill, right? Because any unit that gets this skill, if they have like a 960 into the homing vortex, that skill is literally going to be able to come off cooldown. What you can literally keep it going, if I am not mistaken. That 6% is a lot. It really is. But overall, Retsu, phenomenal. She's absolutely crazy. God, I really love this Retsu a lot. I think they did her justice. Kit-wise, perfect kit. She has the best beam in the game, just like Anniversary Aizen and just like Shunsui. And then SA2 is going to be the Suction Vortex Pushback, but it feels like a 960. It is so quick. It does not even feel like a Suction Vortex Pushback, but it's really, really good. SA3 is going to be a charged strong attack, like I said, but all this stuff works in her favor, the SA2, SA3, mainly because she wants to protect Weakening the Drain to keep her at full stam. Overall, perfect unit, no complaints. Yodorichi, last unit we're going to talk about, she just came out. She's literally a copy of Shinji, but she's better. It's crazy. It really, really is crazy. So, she's a heart unit. She has Weakening on everything. She has Element Reversal, just like Shinji. 40% Berserker, just like Shinji. Damage Inflicted at full stam, just like Shinji. But this is where it gets a little bit crazy, right? This is what makes her better than Shinji. She has increased stats element chance against mine attribute enemies, 10%. She has Disabler versus every single mine unit, which is crazy. That's absolutely crazy. It doesn't matter what they are. She's literally, you have Disabler versus them. And then not only does she have Disabler versus mine units, she also has the status element Spiritual Pressure boost 80%. So, not only Disabler and the boost. That is perfect. That boost literally sets her, the Disabler sets her up to get the Spiritual Pressure boost 80%, 100% of the time if you're fighting in IT. That's crazy. It's really crazy, bro. They're really going all out. They're really going all out when it comes to this power creep, right? SA1 is going to be a 750 lunge. I'm pretty sure this is the same lunge as Kenpachi it is. And then SA2 is just going to be another 870 lunge. Very, very good width on it, 870. SA3 is just going to be a full screen. But yes, look at this Yodorichi. You could tell she's basically a copy of Shinji, but they gave her 2 skills, which would made her a big difference compared to being better than Shinji. That is literally what put her up here in the S tier. That Disabler versus every single attribute. Now see, every single mine, right? Every single mine attribute enemy. There you go. There you go. Stumbling over my words here, and then the 80% spiritual pressure boost. Overall, she's great. But at the end of the day, I did say this: the units in the S tier deserve to be here. Shunsui, Shinji, Stoifun, don't get me wrong, I love them all. But I just don't see them on the same level as these 4. Overall, though, that's pretty much my tier list. Let me know down below what do you guys think. I had a little bit of problem debating about Shunsui and Shinji if they were up here for S tier, but I had to put them in A tier just because, like I said, I just don't see them on the same type of power level as Jushu or Kisuke, Retsu, Yoruichi. That's all my opinion, though. Let me know down below what you guys think. But overall, this is going to be this Spiritual With You tier list 2022 for March. Probably moving forward, probably won't make another one until end of the year, more than likely, just so we can get all the Spiritual With You. Because we've been usually getting them now every 2 months. We'll find out in April and the month if we do get a Spiritual With You. Then it's confirmed that we are getting a Spiritual With You every other month, which is crazy, right? It really, really is. Because now they're going to start pumping it out. So overall, though, that's pretty much the tier list, bro. I'm about to say bros. But other than that, though, hope you have a good day. Thank you guys for watching the video. And I'll see you guys later on. Peace out.